Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you tips every parent should know. Parenting is very challenging. As much as it's very challenging, I believe that there are tips that when you apply to be much more easier. So before I go into the video, I'm going to be talking about what parenting is, the definition of parenting. Alright, so here I wrote down: parenting is the act of raising children from birth to adulthood. Parenting is the act of raising children from birth to adulthood. Then when you raise them, give them both physical support, mental support, financial support, and every other support a parent should give to his or her child. Most times parenting is not very easy, and you need God. You really need God in order to parent your children well. Mostly for some of us that have teenagers as children, you don't go out with them, you don't know what happens to them, so you need to constantly put them in the hands of God as much as you're doing your best as a parent to parent them. So I'm going to start from 0 to 5 years. For those children that are 0 to 5 years, that's the most critical aspect of their life. That's the most critical part of their life. A part or a stage where you need to be there for them. A stage where you need to discipline them. A stage where you need to let them know that right is right and wrong is wrong. Children are never too small to discipline them. If you miss your children 0 to 5 years, you have missed it and it cannot come back again. So the 0 to 5 years is a stage where you need to instill discipline in them. Let them know right from wrong. Don't say they are too small. If child is 2 years old, I believe you can discipline the child in it. You can give the child the discipline of a 2-year-old. A 4-year-old did something wrong. I spoke to her about it the first time and she did it again. So I react to discipline her. I flogged her on her butt to the extent that she promised she wasn't going to repeat that anymore. Until now, she hasn't repeated it again. So you need to start discipline from when they are small. You don't need to wait till they are 10, because most times once they are 10, it is now very difficult to discipline them. So start now that they are still small. There's this saying that you can bend a fish when it's still fresh, but when it becomes dry and you try to bend it, it breaks. So this is the best time to discipline your children when they are small. I'm just going to share some parenting tips, and like I mentioned before, the first one is discipline them when they are wrong. Discipline them when they are wrong. Don't say they are too small. Don't say I can't discipline this one, and just let them do what they like. I see children that they hit their parent, they beat their mom, and the mom just laughs so right. If you continue like that, that child will grow up and feel that beating you is okay. You feel that it's okay to beat you, or you feel that it's okay to beat their mom or their dad. So let them know that what they are doing is wrong. When they are wrong, let them know, and when they are right, let them know. Number 2 tip, or number 2 parenting tips: let them take responsibility no matter how small. When they come back from school, you don't have to do everything for them. Tell them to take off their socks, take off their shoes, put their shoes in the right places, put their shoes in the shoe racks, put their dirty socks where you can wash them, put their uniform where you can wash them. I'm not saying you have to stack them up with responsibilities, but there are little things that these children can do. For example, a child of 4 can help you peel eggs, can stay with you in the kitchen, can help you peel eggs, can help you peel your seasoning cubes and all of that. So let them take responsibility no matter how small it is. When they finish eating, they can pick up their crumbs like that. So let them take responsibility. Another thing, talk to them about their body. Don't say they are too small. Talk to them about their body. A 2-year-old can say, this is my vagina, this is my penis, nobody should touch them. So let them know the different parts of their body and how important it is to them. This is to avoid people molesting them, and let them know that they can talk to you about anything at all. They can talk to you. So when these perverts start coming close to them, they will tell you things that happen. Even apart from that, no matter what happens, they can come and they can tell you. So you have to be open to them, and you have to lecture them on parts of their body. Give them sex education. They are not too small. They are not too small. For people that have toddlers, or children that are very small, lecture them about the parts of their body. I've seen a baby that she was in school and someone touched her butt, and she ran straight to her teacher and she was like, auntie, this boy touched my butt, and stuff like that. That means her mom or her dad must have been working on her, telling her that this part of your body is important. Don't let anybody touch it. So the next one I'm going to talk about, don't over pamper your children. Don't over pamper them, don't spoil them. I'm not saying you shouldn't pamper them, I'm not saying you shouldn't give them whatever they want. By all means, pamper them. By all means, give them whatever they want. Get them the snacks, the ice cream, but don't spoil them. Don't spoil them. The next one, introduce them to your God. Let them know your God in time. Let them know your God in time. You're praying and you allow them watch cartoon, or you're praying, you allow them do other things. Let them pray with you. The next one, always tell them you love them. Tell your children you love them. I've seen children that tell their parents they love them. That's because their parents always tell them they love them. So that has become a part of their lives. So tell your children you love them. Let them know you love them. Don't just show them. Say it to them. Baby, I love you. This so person, I love you, just like that. For those that have teenagers, for those that have older children, look into their lives. Check their friends. Check their association. Everyone has a different background. You have trained your child differently. Another child has a different background. Can't afford for someone to come and spoil your work for you, or spoil something you have been building over the years. I'm not saying you should chase people away from your children, but check their association. Who are they mingling with? Who are their friends? Who are their circle of influence? Check their relationship. See a teenage girl who is always half naked, and you have trained your own teenage daughter to cover her body. You have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful. You have to make her understand that she cannot be friends with such people. Don't let her say she's going to change the person and all of that. Let her understand that she cannot be friends with that person. You see your teenage boy is friends with a boy that smokes, drink and all of that. You cannot afford to allow people corrupt your children. For those that have gadgets, you check their phones. Check their phones. Check their phones for those that have gadgets. The internet is very, very polluted right now, and lots of things are going on, a lot of things are flying. You need to check your children's gadgets. You need to check your children's gadgets. If possible, there's this thing that parents do. You connect your child's phone, parental control. You connect your child's gadget to yours, and you can see what they are doing, what they are watching. Check their gadgets. Don't just leave them like that. Sometimes, even you as an adult, you are going through the internet and something just pops up, and you open it and you see that it's pornography. This is how some of these teenagers start getting addicted to pornography at their early age. So check your children's gadgets. Check what they are doing with their phones. Check what they are doing with those gadgets that you've gotten for them. Don't let them put passwords in their phones or their gadget. Don't let them put security codes. Let it be in such a way that you can always access it and check what is inside of it. You need to also know that these kids are very, very smart. Children of nowadays, they are very, very smart. Call them technology children. They are very, very smart. So you as a parent also need to be smart. The last one I'm going to talk about, pray for your children. bet their destinies in the place of prayer. This should even start from the time you know that you're pregnant. Lay hands on that tummy, lay hands on that baby, and pray what you want to see concerning that child, because prayers are powerful. These tips I've mentioned will not be effective if you do not pray for your children, because you don't go out with them, you don't know what they are doing, mostly for those that are those that are teenagers, those that are in school. So you have to constantly pray for your children, constantly cover them under the covering of God, constantly hand them over to God, constantly ask God to protect them. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If this is your first time here, my name is Queen, and on this channel we talk about everything from a believer's point of view. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now and click on the notification button so you get amazing videos whenever I post. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye.